Alright, what's up guys? Coming in with round 5, Krusty Huskies F1 League.
My first push lap, I'm not using any ERS.
We're just gonna get right into it.
Banker.
Going in on a set of sauce for my first lap. Just trying to set a banker, get comfortable with the track.
Turn it off.
I am
have it off for the race.
pretty good at this track. This is probably one of my best tracks, but I didn't do much practice for this race because of that. So, strategy-wise, I'm going in blind, but I think a one-stop might work, so I'm keeping that in the cards somewhat. So I'm really not going to push too hard on this first out lap, or on this first qualifying lap. Just trying to get like reacclimated with everything. Try and get braking points, you know, get comfortable with the track. So far, my teammate and I are, as far as constructors, we're P4 going into this race. So we're doing pretty decent. As far as drivers championship, I think I'm going into this race, I was 5th or 6th, I can't remember exactly.
6th is not bad, but I fucked up the last little quarters, so I know I can do better.
We're doing pretty well. These next couple of tracks I know I'm good at, so I should be getting either on the podium or close to it. First lap, 104.1.
Everyone ready?
It's
okay, let's go.
Not good. I don't know what else to tell you. I didn't use any ERS. This one we're going out on the same set of softs, but we're going to use a little bit more ERS. Get somewhat comfortable back on with a little bit less wear, because I'm going to do a push lap on mediums to try and qualify on. So I was thinking, a little bit less grip. Might get somewhat used to it, you know. Don't question my logic because it worked. We're coming in. I'm not really paying attention too much to the delta for my first lap because I already know it's going to be different because of the amount of ERS I used. I'm just trying to put in a somewhat decent lap. Giving myself enough time to where if I don't do better with this lap on mediums, then I can get out really quick and do another lap on a set of softs just in case. I love this middle sector
We
here.
have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
My setup is a little bit higher downforce. I think I was doing like 9.6 or 9.5 wings, I can't remember exactly, but the car just turns in so nicely there on all these turns. You carry so much speed through, and you get an amazing exit.
Red Bull's team just put their fucking car in for me in the pit.
Coming in a little bit better lap, 103.4, just in case I flat
clear the garage, please.
with the same tires, but we're going out with around 3 minutes, or I think 5 minutes left on a set of mediums. So just in case I don't do better, I am able to qualify on that set of softs.
Got another purple sector too. I'm faster there, man.
So we're coming in. You really got to hook this curb, ride right over that yellow bit on the inside of that, and upshift to 5th before you even start accelerating. Same with this turn, hook that yellow bit, watch this curb on the left, because if you do accelerate too hard and you will spin, you'll see that a couple times during the race. Really all these curves, if you brake on them, I could have gotten a little bit wider. If you really want to mount the red and white curve, have your outside wheel on the green. Well, we're coming in to the first part of sector 2. Almost 1.5 tenths up. The time is growing. I know I'm strong in this middle sector, but we're slightly slower on the mediums than on the softs, which is expected. But like I said, for this last turn coming onto the main straight, you really gotta mount that yellow curb, because look at the time difference. Coming in 7 tenths down, coming out skyrockets. You get an amazing exit. And that goes from P6
I just
to
got
P3
P3
on a set of
mediums.
mediums.
Alpha Tower qualifies third,
0.7
bro.
faster than quicker.
How do you
Or
see
slower
where you're
than
at in the
quicker.
speed trap? Like, who's slowest?
I'm last.
And
That's-
these two,
I am
this
last in the
alpha,
speed trap.
these two
That's
alphas are
hilarious.
actually
I have
insane.
no
I
clue
don't know
what the
how nice they
strategy
are.
is.
Wanna
Yeah,
hop
I
right in
didn't
the start of this
give a
race.
fuck.
So we're waiting for the lights, revving up to around 1300 RPM. Wait for the lights to drop, and there we go. Got a horrible start. The Ferrari is coming up my inside. Not good. Nothing's working out, and it just continues to not work out as I
I
lock
fucking
my
locked up
fronts
first turn.
and just completely ruin my race. But the Ferraris
I got
who
wing
came up my
damage.
inside are sitting on the
Resulting in
side
Are
of the
you
road.
out?
Fortunately,
I'm
the
brought out a
Russians
full
managed to clear it
safety
up in
car,
time,
so
and there
my
are no
race is a
plans
little
for a
bit
safety
locked
car
up
right now.
somewhat.
Caution, the virtual safety car has just been deployed due
And
to
they're
a
taking
buildup
each other
of debris
out
on
at
the
the top of
track.
the hairpin
Drop your
too,
speed,
so
our delta is too low,
Alright, well,
and
Flacco
we risk
just
a
lost his
penalty.
fucking
Just,
wings.
Slow your pace immediately.
Working out for me, I guess. Coming up to the safety car queue, we're in 8th. I'm gonna stay out, considering I'm on these mediums, and almost all the soft runners in front of me dive into the pits for a set of mediums.
Everyone's going into the pits. Holy shit.
I don't know, if I would have qualified on softs, I probably would have stayed out. Just because it was so close to the start of the race, and as you can see, Krusty Husky, my main rival, has stayed out on his set of softs. And he qualified behind me on that same set of softs, so my goal here,
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
I've just got to
When the
keep
field
with him,
accelerates, remember, there is
wait
no
for those
overtaking
softs to
until
go
the green
off,
flags.
and then make my
Safety
move,
car
because
in this
at the
lap.
start of the race, it would probably be quicker as I'm waiting for my temps to go back up. But I don't want to lose any time stuck behind somebody. I want to try and make this one stop work. At this point, I still didn't know I was doing a one stop, but after the safety car, with a couple laps behind the safety car, I was thinking more and more that it might work. Here we go. Restart after the safety car. And as you can see,
Okay,
even
clear.
with ERS, that gap is not going down. So my suspicions that he has a little bit higher downforce setup is gonna be
Lutai just spun out.
right there.
I saw that.
As you can see, that curve dangerous. You already know. The Merc just ate shit off that curve. As you can see, even with the moment, he's gaining so much time on this straight. I don't know how much ERS he's using or what, but as you can see, coming into this middle sector, 1.2 second gap. I don't know if he's affected by the dirty air, or it's probably the setup, because I don't really notice that much dirty air in this game, or really any of these games.
Well, I almost spun out.
But 1.2 going into the hairpin, coming out at the last turn of sector 2, or start of sector 3, we're 0.7 behind. So I know I'm stronger on that. As long as I can keep whipping through that middle sector, I can stick with his DRS and try and overtake him on these straights somewhere. And that's my plan. I just want to try and keep a consistent gap with the guys ahead, not fight too much, because like his name says, he is quicker. Like, that's not a joke. He's quicker than all of us. And that gap just grows, and we haven't even been fighting. So I
I'm at
know his
100%
tires are going
DRS.
off right now. So at this point, my goal is to stick with him and try and either overtake him on this first or second DRS zone. Because out of the hairpin going to third DRS zone, I know I can get a good exit, so I don't think it really matters if I'm ahead or behind him. Oh, we're gonna be right on his ass coming into this first turn.
Gap to teammate behind is
Just focus on a good
3.2
exit.
seconds.
Use the DRS and the ERS to get around him on the inside into turn 2. Turn 3, we're already ahead. Get the nice exit coming out of the hairpin. That gap just staying around 3-4 tenths. Going into sector 2, I know I'm stronger than him here, so use a little shot at ERS to get a gap going.
Critics, bro.
Try and get him
You
out
just
of
broke
my DRS
so bad, man.
as fast as I can, because I know his tires are going off, and I know he's faster than me in the straight line.
There's been an incident on track, but officials
So
aren't
if I
looking to
can
push
get
for a
him out
safety
of
car
this
right now. Just be
DRS
careful.
zone, which I just barely don't. So he's going to get this toe on this first DRS zone. He's going to get me all throughout this lap. But we set a fastest lap on this set of old mediums.
I go back to mediums, or
We are
I'm going to
pushing,
use or
so
softs.
it's really not that surprising. But that's just a nice
Okay,
benchmark
gap
for our
ahead
pace
is
on 10 lap old
3.3
mediums. I can
seconds.
set a fastest
That
lap,
just
so I'm
pissed me off.
still feeling pretty confident. And coming out of the hairpin, Krusty, that's a little moment, lights up the rears a little bit. So at this point, I need to set an amazing second sector so that he doesn't get in my DRS zone. Which I don't think we managed to do, but yeah, that gap is just staying right around 6 tenths, 7 tenths. Checking my tire wear, seeing if I can make it. At this point, coming in on lap 20, I'd be around 60%. And the two soft runners, Luca and Krusty, dive into the pits at the same time.
Like, I live behind critics,
So now
like, off
my
the
goal
gas,
is just to
and like was breaking
keep
way
that
before him,
gap
so I didn't
in
hit
front
him.
of me the same. Whatever I can do. But his name is I Am Quicker for a reason. 2 laps later, he's 4.7 ahead. So that gap, I'm just trying to keep it the same. 5.1 ahead. Still at 100% ERS, so it's not that bad. 5.0 ahead.
I'm staying within 5
So
seconds of
it's-
Blizzard. The gap's not.
My pace is pretty good, considering that he's the leader. I think he's either first or second in the driver's championship. I don't know exactly, but they're up there. So coming in at the end of lap 20, he dives in the pits. So now I dive in the pits because I'm lost on strategy here. I did no practice. I don't know if he's gonna pit for a second set of softs or go long in his first set.
My fronts were
I'm
at
just gonna do whatever he does because I didn't practice at all. Coming out of the pits, we go from P3
Complete, go now.
all the way down
I'm coming out behind
to
critics. Are you
P5.
We'll be doing
really
one
don't
more
wanna
stop
fight
today.
that much.
One stop left in our strategy.
Because I don't know still what the strategy is. But we're coming out of the pits with 100%
Not
DRS,
90%.
so I'm not that bad. The 1 lap later goes from 6 seconds to 2.8, or 5 seconds to 2.8. Coming in 1 lap later into sector 2, 1.2 ahead. I know I'm quick in the middle sector, so that gap is just gonna drop. And I know I'm gonna get his DRS coming in the first straight. I might be able to pass him into turn 1. Not my favorite passing spot on this track, but whatever I can do to keep this pace up. I just want to be... Krusty is in 3rd, and I want to be in 3rd. That's where I want to be.
We're approaching the pit window.
And
You'll
I
be on the
know
softs.
I kept up with him on mediums when he was on a set of softs, so I know I'm probably a couple tenths quicker than him on softs. So I'm feeling pretty confident I'm going to catch up with him. So coming into the hairpin, 4.6 ahead, 4.5. I'm just going to watch that time drop through this middle sector, hopefully. 4.4. Coming out of the second hairpin. 4.3, 4.2. The time just drops as we go through this middle sector. This setup is insane through the middle sector. This just built the confidence even more that I know I can get a podium in this race. That would be the first one in this league. Stuff has not really worked out for me. Yeah, a couple broken wings here and there. Not the right strategy. But today we're just copying somebody else's, so should lead to a pretty good finish.
The gap to the car ahead is
As you can see, set a
4.0
fast
seconds.
lap, so I'm feeling
Old
amazing.
mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 6.6.
So Krusty's doing a 1.6.6 and I'm doing a 1.4.7 last lap.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.8
So that
seconds.
gap should drop by the end of this lap. I should be within his DRS range by the end of this lap if I keep this
2
pace
seconds
up.
away from Krusty right now.
And I already know he's slow through this middle sector, and this setup is just amazing around here. So around 2 seconds going into the middle sector, coming out,
1.5.
that gap just continues to
1.4,
drop.
1.3.
And at the end of lap 24, he's gonna dive into the pits and go for a
He's winning the
two-stop strategy, which
Pit window open. Let's box this
Might have
lap.
damage.
I don't know. I don't know if that was his strat to begin with, or if the safety car changed it, or if he's just trying to go for fastest lap or what. But it's a little bit mind-boggling to me. As you can see, coming out of hairpin, that gap to Luca is around like high 5s to 6 seconds, and that is just gonna drop lap to lap. So coming into sector 2 and 25
Right now.
coming
I
out,
doubt
it's
Krusty's catching
5
me because
seconds.
he's a whole pit stop behind me.
So next lap, same thing, 4 seconds. So my
The car
thoughts
ahead
here
is
are,
starting to create a
I'm
gap. They're starting to pull
not
away from
going to
us.
be able to keep him behind. So if he gets close, I'm just going to try and secure this podium and get these points, because I'm down on points from missing the first race, and Baku was a nightmare. I had a bit of a Charles Leclerc moment.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the
Decided
driving.
to see how the castle wall tasted, you know. So coming out of
Just
here,
gained 6/10.
coming out of lap 30, he's already in my DRS range. He just closed the gap like it was nothing. 6 laps to go. I can't do this fight with him having a 1 second pace
At the moment, the
advantage.
car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
So if he gets close into this hairpin, my thoughts are to stick to the outside, give him the inside, and stay on this podium because I need points. And I always thought bronze looked good on me, you know? So we're coming in. Clear pace advantage, as you can see. He's already at 6 tenths ahead. So I don't know what he's on. But I need some. He's already a second ahead. Like, there would have been no chance. Taking a little bit of a creative line there, don't worry about it. But my point right now, my main points are to just keep it between the white lines. Just bring her home. My teammate is in 6th, and I'm in 5th, or I'm in 2nd or 3rd. So just let's
Okay,
take
the car
these
ahead is
points.
pulling away from you at the rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
As you can see, no chance he would have stayed behind. 2 seconds a lap.
Like
Kick
when
himself.
Jeff comes over the radio,
No
tells
way.
me that Luca's pulling away from me from about 2 seconds per lap.
Yeah. No fucking way.
Gap to car in front is 4.9
So coming in,
seconds.
penultimate lap. Gap
Yeah,
is
my
still
tires are
around
starting
5
to walk
seconds,
now.
same as before. He slowed down,
You've lost some
I know-
time to the car behind.
or I think he knows he can't catch his teammate, so he just, same thing as me, bring it to the end. They've got a 4-second gap. my main goal is to
There's
just
3 laps of
stick her
fuel remaining.
between the white lines, keep her on track.
Yellow
Spun
flag.
out.
Not like that. Don't eat
Push,
any
bro.
curbs. And we just
Green
inherit P2 with 1 lap to go,
Holy shit.
which is music to my ears. Now my goal is really to just stay within the white lines. Don't eat any curbs.
That is how you get P2, baby. Let's go.
You just don't do the same thing.
As you can see, discussing
This
the
is your
strat.
final lap. Final lap of
Taking
the
it
race.
so easy.
I'm just, my smile is just ear to ear right now. After coming from last, after the start of the safety car, to all the soft runners pitting, to taking Husky right when I needed to, because he pit a lap later. His softs are starting to go off.
I'll fucking tow your ass too if I have to.
To making these softs last
I'm
as
chilling
long as
in
they
the
did.
second pond.
It's just, everything pretty much worked out. It's like the nice balance of spinning and being last on lap 1 to getting second. Yeah, I didn't really mean to do a last to first challenge in a league race, but
That
I
second
guess
is-
Fucking go. That
you
Yeah.
Points right there. And you're in the points too, so.
I dealt the cards you got. So,
About
Alright,
coming in
Luca,
at
I
the
have
end.
a massive thing on the Blowy guy.
I'm gonna
Next
see if I,
race.
I'm gonna see if I can
Well,
get the
See what I can do. Next race coming up is Britain, and I know I'm tighter on that track too, so hopefully we get an equally good result. Alright, I'm done. I don't feel like doing an outro. Goodbye.